A perverted scumbag at a Walmart in Irving, Texas was caught recording women and attacked an off-duty officer while being apprehended. Let's check it out.
A uniformed off-duty officer working security at a Walmart says a man accused of recording upskirt videos of women tackled him, stole his taser, pointed it at him, and then used the taser on a Walmart employee. Kivas Holland is charged with 2 counts of assault, evading arrest, and taking a weapon from an officer. More charges may come from his alleged attempts to secretly record women. Fox 4's David Santendry spoke with the officer who was attacked. David joins us now. David.
Yeah, Heather, the officer was able to place one handcuff on that suspect who was accused of secretly recording women underneath their dresses. But before the officer could get that second handcuff on the suspect, the officer was attacked by that suspect. He was beaten in the head. He was bloodied. Today, we hear from that officer, and he also shares with us a photo of his injuries, which we do have to warn you is a bit graphic.
He just kept striking me in the face. I had some cuts on my face.
Lieutenant Kenny Boyle of East Texas's Ore City Police Department was assaulted while working off-duty security at a Walmart in Irving last week by a man accused of secretly recording women underneath their dresses.
He had an agenda.
Boyle says staff saw 41-year-old Kivas Holland secretly recording women. Then Boyle says he observed Holland recording another woman.
And got very close to her and started taking pictures of her, and then moved to the end of the aisle and started taking more pictures of her.
While waiting for Irving police to...
Now that is some freaky stuff. I mean, how many of you guys out there have wives, have daughters who go to Walmart and shop and then by themselves or with their kids, and you could be being followed, they could be being followed by some creep like this who can't get laid. He has to go and record women under their dresses and be a perverted loser scumbag. It's scary because you don't know who's around you.
Arrive, Boyle attempted to apprehend Holland.
Well, he was more like, what did I do? What did I do? What's going on? What's going on? You know, trying to just, I guess, play dumb. The gentleman was, with his right hand, was trying to delete everything off the phone.
Boyle placed a handcuff on Holland's left wrist, according to an affidavit. But Holland turned around and began striking Boyle's face and head repeatedly with closed fists. Each time Holland struck Boyle, the loose handcuff also struck him, causing a laceration to the top of Boyle's scalp.
The only thing I noticed was that the warm blood come running down my head.
Boyle and an employee assisting were both taken to the ground by the suspect.
When we hit the ground, my taser came out of my hand.
Boyle says Holland used the taser on the employee and assaulted a female customer while running away.
I chased him through the parking lot.
Just a belligerent fool. I mean, it's hard to apprehend people when this guy might have been high on drugs or something. And when there's somebody does not want to be apprehended, it is absolutely tough to get them to the ground, to apprehend them.
He jumped in his truck, threw my taser on the ground, and just took off.
Irving police matched the license plate to Holland and identified Holland by his driver's license photo. He's facing multiple charges related to the attack, while police investigate the secret recording allegations. But listen to this. In 2017, Holland pled guilty to secretly recording women on 2 separate occasions at a Walmart in West Dallas, while out on parole for aggravated robbery. For the recording convictions, Holland was sentenced to 1 year in prison.
What I would call scum or walk on the streets again and again and again.
Lieutenant Boyle says, unfortunately, this is an example to always be aware of surroundings.
Never knew he was standing right there with them. You know, women with kids and stuff.
Right now, Holland is behind me in the Dallas County Jail. Between all of his charges, his bond is a combined $152,000.
So $152,000 for
what did I do?
The scumbag right here. Hopefully this guy will get a lot longer than a year in prison. Or a year of jail time. Put him in there for 5 years. Put him in there for 10 years. So this guy will be off the streets for a very long time. He has some major problems. This guy has some major issues needs to get worked out because you cannot go around doing stuff like this. And I get it. You definitely need to be aware of your surroundings at all times, no matter where you are. I always have my guard up. Some places more than others, but I'm looking around to see what's going on, especially when I'm with my wife. But I get it. You have kids, and you may have 2 or 3 kids with you. You're shopping. You're kind of dealing with that, looking at a list. These women may be preoccupied with that. They're not really thinking that some creep is going up behind them or going and trying to look underneath their dress. And it's scary that this guy can get that close and do that. You wouldn't want your wife or your daughter photos or video of them in some guy's phone, and she has no idea about it. On top of that, it's scary. And the fact that he's been in jail for this before, while he was out on parole, is scary. And I mentioned this the other day in a video of mine, that a lot of the crime comes from repeat offenders, from a small percentage of criminals. A lot of things happening comes from these people is getting let out. They're not getting the proper punishment, in my opinion, and they're doing these things time and time again. They're repeat offenders. They're committing crimes left and right, and this is a problem in society. People like this need to be off the streets. Why was this guy recording women out on parole at another Walmart? Then on top of this situation, he assaulted a female and took down the 2 employees and used a taser on somebody. This guy is a beast. He's a monster. I really wish that they would have tackled him and beat the hell out of this guy. Honestly, I wish they would have. So unfortunately, he got away at the time, but then they tracked him down, which is good. But we'll see what happens. But scary stuff happening in Irving Mall. Walmart. Irving is not too far away from me. The Walmart may be a 15-minute drive or so. This location, I never go there because I don't live in Irving, and I don't want to go to that Walmart specifically. But Walmart has a lot of creeps in general. I went to Oklahoma City one time for a little trip for a few days, and we went to the Walmart up there. Oh boy, I tell you, there are some freakazoids in that Walmart. We saw a guy with like this chain, this choker with spikes around his neck, with some kind of ski mask on. Just the weirdest situation I've ever seen in my life as far as what somebody's wearing. In Walmart in Oklahoma City, bunch of weirdos up there. We went to another one in Arkansas. What was that? Hot Springs, a few Christmases ago. And man, some characters inside there. I'll tell you that. The Walmart I live near is probably the one with the most normal people I've ever seen in my life at a Walmart. Yeah, Walmart has a bad reputation for having some creatures walking around. Yeah, but just be aware of your surroundings. I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to shed light on what's going on in the world here in Texas. It could be happening at your neighborhood Walmart. So be aware of your surroundings for this guy and losers like this. But he's in jail now, so that's good. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.